Hey everyone, and welcome back to The Explainer. In part one, we really dug into the crime scene, right? We saw how and why misinformation spreads like wildfire. Well, today, we're moving on to the investigation. We're going to show you how to spot the fakes. That's right, this is the part where you become a digital detective. In this explainer, we're basically handing you the magnifying glass and the forensics kit you need to see through the lies, question the stories, and find what's real. So, let's get started. Okay, so our first stop, it's the most common one, TV and digital news. You know, the channels that are on in our homes, in waiting rooms, pretty much everywhere. We're calling them the usual suspects because, well, just because they're familiar doesn't mean they're always giving you the full picture. And this, right here, this is the number one question you have to ask yourself. You see, the anchor, they're confident, the studio looks official, the whole setup is designed to make you trust them. But our job, as detectives, is to look past all that and really analyze the evidence they're actually giving us. You know, when you lay it out side by side like this, the difference is just, it's night and day, isn't it? Real, credible news is pretty calm. It's all about facts, data, and they'll tell you where they got it, according to the police report or in a statement from this official. The red flags? It's all about playing on your emotions. You get that dramatic music, those flashy graphics, and anchors just spouting their own opinions like they're facts. And here's the big one for me. Real journalists admit when they mess up. If a channel never says we got this wrong, that is a huge, huge warning sign. So here's your first move, your first real clue. Before you can even judge the story, you need some context. Just ask yourself, who's actually behind this channel? A lot of major news organizations are owned by parent companies with really clear political leanings. Now, that doesn't automatically mean it's fake, not at all, but it's the lens you need to look through. It's a critical piece of the puzzle. All right, let's pack up our detective kit and head over to the next crime scene, YouTube. Video feels so real, so convincing, and that's exactly why it's such a powerful tool for misinformation. The challenge here is trying to tell the difference between actual expert analysis and something that's just, well, persuasive fiction. Oh man, this is such a classic trap, and it's so easy to fall for it. Our brains are kind of wired to think that if something's popular, it must be credible. 2 million views? Gotta be true, right? Nope, not at all. Views can be bought, algorithms can push controversial stuff to the top, and outrage just spreads way faster than boring old facts. As a digital detective, you have to train yourself to ignore that view count and focus on the actual content. So here's your playbook. Just treat it like a checklist. Number one, who actually made this video? Is it a real journalist, a scientist, an expert, or is it an influencer who's good at talking? Number two, scroll down below the video. Look in the description box. Legitimate creators will almost always link to their sources. Number three, look at the title. Is it trying to inform you or is it trying to shock you? Anything with shocking or they're hiding this from you is basically a giant blinking red light. And finally, scan the comments. The community is often amazing at fact-checking in real time. And if the comments are turned off, that makes you wonder what they don't want you to see. And you have to watch out for this one because it is one of the sneakiest tricks in the book. Someone can take a tiny clip from a long speech, cut it just right, and make it seem like a person said the exact opposite of what they meant. It's all about removing context. Before you ever believe a short, controversial clip, always try to find the full, original video. Context is everything. Okay, from the world of YouTube, let's jump into an even faster, more visual environment, Instagram. Information here moves at the speed of a thumb swipe, which means our investigation has to be just as quick. This right here should be your mantra on Instagram, on TikTok, on any visual platform. It is so easy for anyone to create a professional-looking graphic these days. A slick design might look official, it might look clean and trustworthy, but it tells you absolutely nothing about whether the information on it is true. So the very first thing you do is check the source. Who actually posted this? Is it a verified account from a real news outlet? Or is it a political commentary page, an influencer, or, a meme account? The huge majority of those viral news graphics come from accounts that have zero journalistic standards. And that's a critical clue. So here are your forensic clues for Instagram. First, good posts will often tag their sources right in the image or caption. Second, if a photo feels a little off, do a reverse image search on it. You might find it's from years ago or a totally different country. Third, and this is a big one, pay attention to how the post makes you feel. Misinformation is designed to make you angry or scared because those emotions make you want to share it instantly. And finally, if it's making a big claim with no source mentioned anywhere, you've got to question it. All right, for our last stop, we're going right to the source's lair. We're talking about the websites and blogs where so much of the stuff gets cooked up in the first place. This is where we can find some of the clearest signs of what's real and what's fake. Think of this as your website field guide. First, just look at the domain name. Is it a normal .com or .org, or is it something weird like .xyz, trying to look like a real news site? Next, hunt for the About Us page. A real news outlet is proud of its team. They'll list their editors. A fake one, they hide who's behind it. Then there's the layout. Is it clean and professional, or is it just a mess of pop-up ads? And finally, just read the article. Is the tone calm and factual, or is it riddled with typos and really emotional language? But out of all these clues, this one right here is the smoking gun. Real journalism is built on evidence. A good article will literally link you to the original study, the government report, the data they're talking about. If an article makes these huge claims but gives you zero links to back it up, you've probably found your fake. It's the digital version of a story with no witnesses and no proof. So, we've been all over the place, right? We've investigated TV, YouTube, Instagram, and websites. Each one has its own unique traps. But the mindset you need, the way a good detective thinks, it's universal. And it all boils down to one final set of rules. And this is it. This is your universal toolkit. It works absolutely everywhere. No matter what you're looking at, always ask, who's behind this and what might their motive be? Don't just trust a screenshot. Follow the trail all the way back to the original source. Pay attention to your own gut. Is this post trying to make you angry? And most important of all, just get in the habit of pausing and questioning things before you hit that share button. You are the last line of defense. The digital world, it's not just a stream of information. It's a massive, sprawling crime scene, and it's full of clues, red herrings, and hidden evidence. But the good news is, you've got your badge now. You've got the toolkit. You are fully equipped to tell the difference between what's real and what's not. So the only question left is, are you ready to solve the case?